a Thursday completely?
You're live.
Oh.
Hi guys.
Wait,
Apparently, August 8th was a Thursday. We just
August 8th was a Thursday.
in
I
case
got the shirts, y'all. I got the shirts. Well, I got a shirt. People can get like a crop top too.
Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Hi guys, thank you guys for coming. I have to be in and out, so that's why I'm on the bottom. Carol and Bachi are gonna run the show, and Bachi wants everybody to know August 8th was a Thursday, not a Friday.
You know what's gonna be funny? Wearing it on an August 8th when it's like a Tuesday or Wednesday. People are like, what? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. But we're gonna talk about the biggest news today. It's not shocking what we're gonna talk about at all. But Carol and Bachi are gonna take it over because I'm gonna be in and out. You guys, take it away. Oh, I'll be in and out. So don't worry about me in the comments. Carol, I'm gonna if you want to put up a request to stream the stuff whenever you guys are ready, I will approve it. So you guys can go ahead and do that.
Are you able to show not like not any unredacted things?
Not any unredacted things.
Y'all, you know what? We were talking about the whole thing. Like, okay, so I saw y'all, you've been hearing me say Danny's name a lot lately because one, Danny's amazing. She's on TikTok, Plush Diaries. I think she still goes by Plush Diaries, right? Anyways, but Danny's amazing. But one of the things that Danny had posted recently was like, if you don't want people to know about something, you don't announce it, which is like, that's true. Right? But I was like literally so upset this morning, y'all, because I was just so tired of it. I totally forgot that it would say like the docket number up on the top. Thankfully, they have pulled the unredacted version of it. But it's like, if people are going to look for that stuff, which honestly, like, I guess great fact checking. But like, I have to think about that sometimes in my anger, in my fierce like frustration with their like fake oopsies, because I don't believe it's oopsies. I don't believe it was oopsies. They've done this before. Like, they've done this before. They had a Steve Sarowitz situation, right? And how Steve Sarowitz ends up having his house like having a little pyro situation up in the front of his home. His kid was getting threatened, and you know, this is the reason why it gets me so frustrated when Lively supporters act like they're the only ones. Like, Blake Lively's side is the only ones that get death threats and all these different things. Like, the reason I heard Justin moved was because of like actual threats to his family. So like, it's just sheer hypocrisy, and they've done it too much. They've for people that are paid that much, they've done too much. And I know like people are like, well, they're not the ones that actually do it. Somebody else. I'm sorry. They should cross their T's and dot their I's. And also the reason I was also very livid about that whole situation earlier on was because they kept doing it over and over again whenever they requested for an alternative service. And the one time that the Wayfair accidentally did it with Isabella, and I was also already upset with that too, because I don't like people giving people's addresses in general, whether accident or not. And so, and then Isabella did her boo-hoo-hoo thingy-majiggy, and I'm like, excuse me, y'all are acting like oh, it's feedbacking.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Also,
is it still feedback?
Yeah, there is. But Carol came in, and I was like, Carol I was like, you are so on point, Carol. She looks so amazing. That I don't know if y'all see this. Like, the makeup's on point, the outfit's on, everything's on point. I was like, I wish I could I could look that fierce, but I'm not good at it. I don't know what happened, Carol. The mic is not being your friend right now.
I wish I could look that fierce too.
I mean, I'm telling you, I love the whole outfit, the whole everything.
I love it. The neutral tones, the hair, everything is working 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Would recommend.
Okay, aloha Lee, thank you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Thanks. I mean, I would like to have, I would like to make effort. Oh,
Sorry.
well, which is not,
Feedback is back.
yeah, I would like to make effort, but that's not happening. I mean, maybe at one point I'll surprise y'all one day, but it'll probably just be one day. One day when I'm feeling like it. Because if it's not something that I enjoy, okay, I think technical problems.
You gotta put like 10 pieces of content the day you put on your makeup and just leave it for like 2 weeks and post something every day.
Oh,
that way you get your money's worth.
There you go. There you go. But then everybody gonna realize, like, what's his name, Michael Marone or Mikel Marone or whatever. They're like, hey, did you notice that he did his I support bot. I mean, I support bocce. I support
bocce.
I support Blake before.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Out.
I think you guys.
You're back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Y'all's I've missed these two ladies so much because we're like, how in the world did the year turn? And I feel our lives are like, our schedules are
completely out of whack.
It's not the same. Yeah. And plus, like, I'm having to return back to physically to work, like starting in February 3 times a week. And I've been so used to like working from home, and so right now I'm going twice a week, but like it's just interesting if you got used to just working from home. And I feel more productive working from home. Like, I feel like I have from every hour to the end of the hour versus like, it's just different. But at the same time, it was really great seeing some people that I haven't seen in a really long time. So, but yeah.
I think I've also had like a really big schedule change. I think that's it. Like, before, I think like just one little thing in your schedule can throw off your entire. Am I eating? Yes, Chris. It can throw off your entire day. I mean, you guys know my schedule has shifted completely. I feel like I live in Australia now, but honestly,
yeah.
But you guys, we're gonna talk a little bit about what Blake Lively and her people did and pretending as though they didn't know they did it. And I swear to God, and Carol and I actually pulled up. Carol, if you don't remember, I will remind you when Blake Lively, when the Wayfair parties wanted to give us all her deposition pages.
Yes.
And she acted like the world would end if we got 300 pages of her deposition. And they came back on a docket claiming all kinds of obscene things. And the judge was like, you know what? Yeah, actually, I agree. I'm going to strike it from the record. And that is them telling us they want to show us. You guys just went ahead and showed us everything, as well as this man's address. Like, that is just scary. It's a mistake you can't afford to make. Yeah. Like, it wasn't like in the middle of the deposition somewhere. It's in the beginning.
Same thing that they did with Stephanie Jones, though.
How do you do that?
Mm-hmm.
It's a mess.
I feel like they did that right when Stephanie Jones says, hey, can I, like, what's the word when you want to split off from the... Yeah. Right when she requested that, someone was like, oopsies, totally forgot that one phone number right on the top. The first thing that you see, totally forgot to redact it.
I think people forget because they're saying, oh my gosh, Blake Lively's careless disclosure of this. I'm like, is it careless or methodical? Because we've seen this since the New York Times. Mm-hmm. She is comfortable doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no bounds or limits to what she finds to be confidential. There was no limits to the subpoena of what she got from Jen Abel's phone. Jen Abel told us she got her efforts to get pregnant, her personal relationships outside of work. She got everything. She didn't ask for just work stuff. She asked for everything. And she disclosed a ton. So she's very, very comfortable with that.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know if the Wayfair Party's letter that's going to be sealed going to have anything to say about sanctions, and if Blake's people are going to fight it, what they're going to fight. Because this is something you need to lay down and take it. If they come and they say they want sanctions for whatever, you need to just say, agree. Like, don't oppose anything. Just take it. Because this was horrible. This was a big mistake. And if you feel any kind of bad, if the Wayfair parties ask to be sanctioned, like to sanction you guys, just suck it up, pay whatever you got to pay, apologize if you have to. I don't even know if they do formal apologies on a docket, but I think this one requires an apology. It's a mess. Like, it's
know that word.
dangerous.
She doesn't know that word.
It's dangerous. Like, to me, I feel like people are not grabbing the gravity of that. And I was on the phone with Carol when my husband walked in, and I was like, just a random. Sometimes even when I order DoorDash, right, and the food is not good or whatever, or like I order like Instacart and the driver makes a mistake, if I meet them in the lobby to pick it up, I'm not afraid. If I have them bring it to my door, I literally don't report anything that's bad because people are crazy. The internet is nuts. Like, that's how much you don't know people's intent. Now this person knows where you live now, right? They don't just know your building, they know your unit. I'm not risking that. So now you've had this man's address in a world where people can feel whatever they want to feel about you or the case or him, but now they actually know where to find him. People can send him stuff to his house. If a car just drives by, they don't know if it's a car driving by because they live in a neighborhood or is a random person or because they have ill intent. It's a scary position to be in. And I don't know how it's a grave mistake that they made. I mean, if it is a mistake, but I don't think it is. It's disgusting.
It's a pattern.
Yeah.
It's not a mistake, it's a pattern.
That's a very good word for it. Yes. They've done it over and over again. Surprisingly, that pattern only works when it's aligned with their interests. Right?
Oh, yeah. That's why, even more so, the proof is in the pudding. Like, you never make that oopsie if you think it's gonna harm you. It's only when it's gonna harm Wayfarer.
Do you think
like literally potentially harm them?
Do you think that it could be because the attorneys know that they're very litigious and they could go after them too?
I mean, maybe. Honestly, she'll go with them for malpractice if she doesn't get what she wants here. But I will say this: the other piece that is the whole conversation is that whole Leslie Sloan thing, and how Leslie Sloan is now claiming that she believes she was set up by Sarah Nathan and Melissa Nathan and by having James Vatushka. Now, I had always said this. I have been on record to say that if I'm a Blake Lively supporter, the best way that I could convince myself is to say, well, James Vatushka is the one who introduced Stephanie Jones's name into the conversation with Leslie Sloan, and James Vatushka is friends with Melissa Nathan. However, the reason I don't believe that is because Sarah Nathan and Melissa Nathan never thought their text messages would see the light of day. And frankly, they were talking about this even before Jen and her were talking. And both Melissa Nathan and Jen didn't think it was Stephanie in the beginning. And here's the thing that always gets me. So she says Leslie Sloan tells Sarah Nathan she's going to contact Sony. We see that there are sealed text messages between Leslie and Danny. We don't know what it says yet, but we know that Wayfarer is the one that put it. So if it's Wayfarer putting it, then it fits Wayfarer's narrative most likely. So she calls she texts Danny something. Danny calls Jen Abel. At 8:52, Sarah Nathan tells Melissa Nathan that like Leslie was calling Sony. So we don't know if she called her Sony immediately. All we know is Danny's supposed to have called Jen. And then Josh texts Jen and accuses her like at 9 o'clock. So 8 minutes after Sarah had said that Leslie was going to call Sony. 16 minutes later, though, from when Josh accuses Jen, like Jamie's getting a phone call from Sony. He doesn't say who from Sony, right? And interestingly enough, Stephanie Jones doesn't think it's from Josh. She immediately thinks it's Danny or Kim, but never mentions Josh. So 16 minutes later, Jamie's getting a phone call from Sony saying someone named Stephanie Jones. So then he has that whole conversation with Stephanie Jones. Then you have at 11:08. I mean, assuming these time frames are right, because, they had so many different time zones. This is Pacific Standard Time, so I'm talking about, not the Eastern Standard Time. Stephanie Jones says, yes, I'm happy to call Josh back. because Josh requested to talk to her. She's like, oh, he wants me to call him. So and Jamie's like, yeah, I gave him permission to talk to you. She gets on the phone with Josh. When she gets off the phone with Josh, she talks about, hey, look at this article from 8 in the morning when it was originally posted by Lillian. It happens to have Jen's 3 posts like that she was supposed to be monitoring. And she's like, and she explicitly says Josh knows what's going on. She says this, right? Then lo and behold, we have Leslie Sloan saying that Leslie Sloan says in this deposition that she talked to Josh and told Josh it was Stephanie Jones. And I said, so then I'm like, okay, is that why Josh calls back though? Is that why Josh calls back later to talk? Because that's the first time then that Stephanie Jones then says like, well, maybe Leslie thinks she's like wrongly assuming it's me. So maybe the phone call that Leslie Sloan does with Josh is like 2 hours later, maybe. But the fact is, Danny still got that from Leslie. I'm just wondering, why is it every time that Josh is the one having the conversation, why is Jen being blamed? How did he get to blame Jen at 9 in the morning, like 8 minutes after Leslie Sloan says she was going to contact Sony and had already, and there's text messages with Danny. How would Danny know Stephanie Jones's name to say it to Jen at that time? I just have questions. I just have questions because people think it's a big aha. To me, it's like, is this you salvaging the moment? But here's at the same time, I think she did think she got tricked because the next day, and I always wondered what had happened because she and Melissa were fine, right? On August 8th. Come August 9th, she and James Vitushka, Leslie and James are talking, and she's like, oh, I guess you and Melissa are in cahoots with each other. Okay. I don't know if Stephanie Jones uses the words cahoots, but I do for sure. I use cahoots. I wonder if I think she gave Leslie a call and said, I'm being set up. I'm being set up. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think half of the conversation Melissa and Sarah would have happened because they were still talking about it after everything. So I don't think that they were setting Leslie up. And frankly, Leslie, please, they were nice to you in those text messages. They thought like she didn't think you're a liar. So, I mean, maybe she's wrong about that. But I mean, or maybe she does really think she got tricked. But I'm like, I don't know.
It's just a narrative, I think, that best suits them right now to clean up the mess that they made.
Yeah. I mean,
because how do they come out with clean hands completely? That's wild to me. I also think that wouldn't be smart of Melissa Nathan not to cue in her attorneys on this, because that would be a huge surprise and a huge something that they wouldn't have planned for. So I just don't think that this is something that is true. I think this is something that sounds like it comes from a storyboard to clean up.
It works storyboard-wise. Because I mean, honestly, James but I mean, I'm like, okay, sorry. Actually, good point. Look, James Vitushka got on record with his fake declaration that he took back, right? Why didn't he include that? Why didn't he include Melissa Nathan told me to tell Leslie Sloan that Stephanie Jones was doing this when in reality it was Melissa Nathan? How come he never put that in his declaration? That's still in line with the accusations against her.
I think it's just a story to try to create the better story to sell to the public. And I'm sorry, but that's just not going to work. It might have worked pre this litigation, but it's just not going to work now that we've seen how these headlines get made. And I just think
that I think it's going to work. I think it will work on some people.
It will work on some people. I do
because
see it.
It's a good narrative. It's hard, unless you have a smoking gun that Stephanie Jones did it. There is a way to argue that James Matushka put it in the ear of Leslie Sloan, but it wasn't true. However, I just don't believe it simply because those conversations, people are acting like these conversations they expected anybody else to see in the future. And it's not like they kept talking about it way after Melissa had been taking snapshots to share with Jen. So I can imagine them going, oh, like just pretend so that you can take snapshots of your conversation and send it.
That's wild. Yeah, they didn't expect that.
But she only showed certain parts. She never showed afterwards their little fight about like, well, you accused me, da, 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 da. Like their little sibling fights and all that stuff. They didn't share any of that stuff. So it's like, no. So anyways.
I think my theory is that Stephanie Jones likes to cause controlled chaos. I think that she was upset about them going with Melissa Nathan and not her firm, and her saying like, well, that falls under us. No, it doesn't, lady. Otherwise, you wouldn't charge extra for the PR crisis communications, right? So that obviously does not fall within her scope of work. And I think my theory is that she likes to cause a controlled mess. She had already placed calls to Lillian, clearly outside of what the group and the team had talked about. She thought she was going to come in here and rescue the day. And what is it? One up Melissa Nathan? Like, oh, I did it better than you because my connections are better. Little did she know that Melissa Nathan's connections and network was so much stronger than hers, because when she was told so-and-so said this, she was like, people don't share that. People don't share who's their source. That's not right. That's not in your world, lady. But some people's network is a lot stronger than yours. And so much so that how did Leslie not piece together that Sarah Nathan is related to Melissa Nathan? And so
I'm pretty sure she knew.
There goes the network, and the network that she had and the value that Melissa Nathan brings was really, really strong, really good. And she didn't know Melissa had a friendship or had some sort of, not friendship, but at least mutual respect with Leslie Sloan, where she achieved a truce. Clearly Leslie doesn't think the same about Stephanie Jones, and so I just think that her network was so much better, and Stephanie Jones thought she was going to do her usual controlled chaos, that she comes and repairs and one ups whoever she was trying to one up, and then she just fell short of that, and then she had to kind of play cleanup, and that's why we see those messages of her 3 paragraphs after the answer is don't. She's trying to figure out, how can I excuse that I'm going to do this anyways, that I've already started. Actually, how do I put that out there that, oh, she's actually calling me since yesterday, we've been playing phone tag. That's doing too much. So I just don't believe anything she says.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going back a little bit on her messages of what she said when she kept denying it, because again, after she talked to Josh, if Leslie Sloan is telling the truth that she told Josh that it was Stephanie Jones, then my question is, why did Stephanie say to her, where is it? She says this to Jen. So after she's already talked to Josh, and even if I give the best guess of like, okay, so let's say that Josh didn't talk to Leslie Sloan yet when he texted Jen. But he had talked to Leslie Sloan by the time he calls and talks to Stephanie Jones at 11:08. Steph says this: I didn't communicate with Daily Mail or anyone else for that matter. Daily Mail did not tell Sony I called them because one, I didn't. 2, because a media outlet would never cite someone like that to another party. That's not how it works. Josh is aware of what's going on. Leslie Sloan maybe this is when she was told, because she says Leslie Sloan may wrongly assume that this is coming from Justin's side. No, okay, she said from Justin's side. What Leslie Sloan said, apparently, if we're to believe the lawyer who's like doing the deposition on was it Jamie Heath? Probably Jamie Heath. It says she says Leslie Sloan may wrongly assume this is coming from Justin's side, but the Daily Mail story is solely about the 3 social media posts that Henry sent you this morning at 8:11 Eastern Standard Time. I wasn't aware he had sent you those until Daily Mail inquired hours later. Let's align on comms. Da, da, da. And then she says again, Leslie never communicated that to Sony. And I'm like, so how is Leslie Sloan now saying, I think I got taken for a ride, when Stephanie Jones is literally saying that what she claims in her deposition that she told Josh that never happened. And she also said, like, did not tell you the Daily Mail gave my name. Well, okay, yeah, they didn't say Daily Mail gave your name. They probably said that Leslie Sloan gave your name. Nor did Josh. That's the thing. Josh assumed it was you per your. So that's why I can't believe her, because Leslie Sloan said she told Josh. So unless Josh and like Stephanie Jones are in cahoots with each other, it doesn't make sense. The Josh piece is the piece that's driving me up the wall. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me, because Danny explicitly said it was Stephanie Jones. Jamie got a call from Sony explicitly saying it's Stephanie Jones. The only time that we hear it's Jen Abel is Josh. And why? Both times. Josh to Jen Abel, and then Josh through Stephanie Jones, going like, Josh never said that. But how could Josh not say that? Leslie Sloan in her deposition said that's what she said that. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just mind-boggling to me. Mm-hmm. I feel like they're all lying. Like they're all lying, because the reason I feel that way is because we actually have text messages of other people. I need to see their text messages. That's what it comes down to. I need to corroborate their timing.
So do you think that Stephanie Jones told Josh and changed the tune?
It's one thing to say, like, Josh thought it was, just called me to accuse me, and I told him that is not true. She does not say that. She says that he never said that. And that I find suspicious. Mm-hmm. Especially if Leslie Sloan is claiming that she talked to Josh. I'm surprised that she said that she called Josh rather than Danny. That's the surprising part to me. I was like, but we literally have text messages with you and Danny. Why didn't you bring up Danny's name? Why did you bring up Josh's name? Unless she called both of them, which she could have. But it's just interesting because literally there's text messages between them. So I just want to see those text messages. I want to see all of the I just want to do a timeline of like conversations back and forth, because that's the only way it starts to make sense to me. And it's also the reason why I don't believe that Melissa Nathan, Sarah Nathan, and Jen Abel are the ones that are doing that. I could believe James Vatushka. But here's the thing. Here's my guess on James Vatushka. I'm just gonna put it out here. He wanted to write this article because three reporters got cold calls around this, and he wanted to be the one to write it. And then when he ended up writing it with Lillian, because Lillian, I think, got the info from, whatever. I do think it is Colleen Hoover. Because honestly, like, one of the folks that I used to talk about, but now, I don't, but she and I used to be in good, whatever. But anyways, she used to always think that, that it was Colleen Hoover. She used to be Colleen Hoover that did it, in that August 9th article. And when you read it, I think it was Colleen Hoover. So I when they brought it up, like, you know, that Melissa Nathan knew that it was Colleen Hoover that had leaked that to the media. And Jamie's like, no. I don't know. So anyways, I know that's a lot of stuff, a lot of my thoughts right now around it, but do you have anything ready that we could read, like deposition wise, or
I do have the well, I guess depends. Do you want to read the new deposition?
I want new stuff. I want to know what's out there that I haven't had a chance to read.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me see what I can share.
Just make sure you can share whatever you're about.
I need to put a black box over it. Hold on. I don't know if Elsie's there, so she can let me share the screen.
Oh, she said that she let you. She said she gave you access.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Present. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I did want to give you guys a little glimpse.
Ooh.
I'm putting in all the text messages in here for you guys. I'm not making this live quite yet.
Ooh, a little preview.
I will add a search filter specifically for things on this page. And that way you guys can try to find the text messages that are being
keywords
by words. You will be able to find it. And then I've linked all the dockets that belong to it. Let's see. I was going to show you. I've also added, let's see.
Sparkling Through said, Carol, you're on a different level. And I concur.
I was like,
awesome.
I've also added the photos. If there's emojis you guys are looking for, I'm like added all these different tags for you guys. So this is coming to the website. This is what I'm working on. That's why I've been reading a lot less. But it will be searchable. Every single email, every single text will be searchable.
You know what that means, y'all? I don't know if you go to the website, if you ever frequent this website, there's this buy me a coffee button. Y'all better consider it, because the amount of work that this takes and time, I'll tell you this. People were like, you're not doing as many lives as you used to. Well, just because I'm trying to do these videos about like the 30-point document, as well as like doing the 17 questions with Bocce. But like, and now I'm probably going to do one on the HR complaints. Like it takes a lot of research and getting things ready. Like it's not like something I could just roll. I mean, there's some things I could just roll out and talk about because it's just embedded in my brain. But there's just other pieces.
We love that. We love it.
But yeah, but there's so much work. But like this, like that, you know, I love this because it'll make my life easier.
Well, you're my inspiration behind this. So yeah, I will be making it live, guys. Hopefully I'll make it live before January 22nd. That's why I'm working like nonstop on this.
Yeah. And I will say it's so worth it always to put things in order that it happened, because I'm telling you, this is the reason why I'm still convinced that Stephanie Jones is like the leak. I when I read her lawsuit, I read her narrative, and then I put all of the text messages that she used as her quote unquote proof. And the minute I put it in order, I said, you're lying. Like, you're lying. There's no stick. Like, why are you presenting these text messages to mean this when there's no way it means that way if you put it in order? And so that from that day on, like, you would know that there's a video of me very early on my page where I said Stephanie Jones is the villain. If there's a villain somewhere, I think Stephanie Jones is the villain. Obviously, I don't want to make anybody a villain, but it was just, there was just too many things that was like, that doesn't jive. This is like straight up deceitful. That's just how I felt reading her lawsuit. So
who said we don't need a villain?
Ellsridge came from the like
who said we don't need a villain? We need one. And you guys, if you're wondering why I'm hiding, I'm solely responsible for my manager, who is also my child, and he's not complying. So this is the best I can give you right now. Is like peaks and valleys, cow poking every now and again.
Is there any way, Ellsridge, that you could help make this bigger? Because it's very
Hold on, I'm gonna change the screen. Give me.
I was about to say like this is thin.
Yeah, that's not me. That's Carol.
Portrait.
Carol kicked herself off.
Oh, because I was about to say she must have it in portrait rather than
she has it in portrait, not me.
Because I do too. Like those, I have like one in portrait and one in landscape.
Somebody said never looked better, Elsie.
Like, oh,
that is funny. Oh my god. Okay, she's back.
Whoops, sorry.
No, you're back. It's okay.
I thought it was the red button to switch the screen.
No. Let me know when you're sharing the screen again so I can put it up.
Okay, hold on. Let me swap screens so I can see you guys here on this little one.
Ladybug said, I have 3 managers of my own. I'm happy they're all Roman. No, my manager runs a strict program. Like, he is not letting me come up for air at all.
Give me just 1 second to clean my screen, my monitor from all my projects. And
now I do have to, I mean, I admit I have to like hop off probably like at 10 my time, which is I don't know what time you're on your side, because
2 hours.
Yeah, a little less than 2 hours. Unless you might even stay that long. You might not even stay that long, because we might have to just go. Like, look, if this was my full-time job, it would be fantastic, but it is not. So, we got.
It's 11:11 on the East Coast. Everybody, make a wish.
I will say this. Oh, I made a wish. No, I will say this. Last night, like, I didn't get to do a live or anything, so I was doing like reading Blake Lively's text messages, and I put it in order. That took forever to put it in order, right? And so what ended up happening is like I put everything in order, then I filmed my thing, and then I edited it, but I didn't get to rewatch it, and it's obvious because when I rewatched it after it was live, I realized I cut off one portion of like a text I was reading. Like I accidentally cut that part off, and I was like, oh well. So then I uploaded it and all that stuff. Anyways, I didn't go to bed until 2:39 in the morning, and I had to get up at 6:14. So I slept 3 hours and 25 minutes. So but I know Ellsridge is running on like negative hours, probably. So I am not one to complain over 3 hours. That's for sure. And
I legit went to bed at like 11 this morning and woke up at 1 in the afternoon, and then I tried to take another nap when I failed. And then the part that pissed me off, the reason I failed is I was sleeping and somebody was banging on our door. So like our apartment building is like multiple huge buildings, but like it's one, like I don't know if it makes sense. So we have like 4 buildings, but it's the same building. Doesn't make sense. It's the same apartment.
Is it like the 2 apartments that Blake has?
No. So somebody was knocking on our door, like not knocking, banging on our door, and from my bedroom to the main door is a bit of a walk. So I thought it was my husband, and he left his key or something. So I got up like in a panic, and then I get to the door, and there's this man all the way down the end, and the waiting by the elevator with like a big vacuum, like a crime scene cleaning vacuum, and I'm like, "What's up?" "Oh, sorry, wrong apartment." And I'm like, "Really? You were?" And the thing is,
like, "Oh, you're alive."
So like say for example, my apartment number, there's 4 different apartments numbered that are the same ones, but my building, say like my building is like building 1, the next building would be the same unit as mine, but it would be B2 or something like that. And he got it wrong, and I'm like, how do you even get an elevator if you were coming to the wrong place? Like I guess he hopped on an elevator with somebody, but he was banging on the door, and I lost my mind. I can, like, once I sleep and you wake me up, it's over. I can't go back. Like,
I hear that. Same Z's.
so I don't know. And that wasn't the case though. That only happened when I turned 30. When I was below 30, I could wake up, go to bed, wake up, go to bed, eat a snack, go to bed. Now, once my eyes close and I'm up, I'm up. Somebody said, "Does Elsie sleep?" I nap. I don't do well with like a full night sleep. I'm a napper.
Y'all's shameless plug.
August 8th was a
August 8th
Thursday.
was a Thursday. Actually, I also have, I mean, I didn't buy the one that said it was PR, it's still PR, but you know, it's actually really printed well. I wanted to see it before I gave y'all the link, which I did.
The
on my
the
post.
PR one, I want that one too.
Yeah,
the
that one I
PR.
do like, because did you see how I like based it off of the article
notebook.
picture?
Oh, I thought the notebook, like,
No, like they did the little like oh well, yes. Oh, you meant the line. It's still it was PR. It's still PR. Yeah, that was from the Notebook, aka their plantation inspiration. But also no, but the actual like print of it, like visually, was inspired by the New York Times. Because I don't know.
love
Did
it.
you ever see? Did you ever see the print for it's PR? It's still PR.
No.
Oh. Yeah, I wish I could show you, but I can't.
Well,
Leo, this is a correct statement.
Elsie hasn't had sleep since Blake Lively.
Seriously.
it's the
So
call
the
of
one time I had sleep, my
Lauren,
husband like
just-
deliberately didn't wake me up so I could sleep through the night.
Do you see Lauren's
Lauren Justin for Justice.
justice for Blake? She's
Like,
so impressed.
That's funny.
That is
Yeah.
too funny. Okay, I have it up. This is also not on the website yet, guys. I'm making the small pages into full pages, so you guys can see that.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Can you see it now or no? Oh, okay. So instead of it being
for now.
yeah, instead of it being 4 small pages, I'm making each page little. I mean, it's a lot of work because I have to make it nice and then I have to make it the text readable. So
That's what I'm saying.
So guys, I'm sorry I haven't been recording the readings as often. I saw you guys in the comments saying you guys do sometimes listen to it. I really appreciate that. But I haven't been able to read that much because I really want to get this out before the 22nd. So when that hearing comes out and stuff comes out, you guys can look it up in the master timeline. So bear with me. But okay, I have the pages up. I only have the pages that are new. So
I mean, good. We're more laser focused.
I only have 74 pages done.
How many new stuff do they have?
It's like 300 pages on one, and then it's like, let's see, 74. Just under 200 pages on one, and then like another 200 pages on another one. It's a lot of pages.
And how many pages from Blake Lively? 2 or
10
3?
pages.
10 sorry. I'm out here 2 or 3, but how many of those pages was like this thing saying who the videographer is and who got a signature? So really, is it 8?
Yeah, there was like I only got like 3 pages total.
My word.
Yeah, guys, I only got 74 pages done. So
my word.
Okay,
I mean, that's a lot that's a lot, but I'm just like, I'm still like kind of in the space of like, I cannot believe that Blake Lively Miss, like, it's not going to be a he said, she said situation.
Oh, I've been laughing at your old post so hard. You're like, I think Blake Lively has a lot of evidence.
That's how she fooled me. And that's why I'm like, people who say, oh, you just want to believe Justin. No, I literally thought she had more than I mean, as the year has gone by, I'm like, wow, she really has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, like, people are like, no, she's waiting for the trial. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. Keep
Mhm.
telling yourself that. Whatever makes you sleep at night. And then I guess people are like excited or something because there was some sort of text from Jenny Slate that proves that she had issues with Justin Baldoni or something like that. Or Jamie here. I don't know. But I'm like, and we've known that. Well, because they're saying that means that, you know, the cast wasn't turned by Blake Lively. And I'm like, we know that Blake and Jenny had issues. What that doesn't answer the question of whether or not she requested those folks to unfollow. Like that, I'm like, okay, whatever makes y'all feel, whatever
This
you
is
want to
all
feel.
about the whispers. This is not about
Yeah.
her alleged complaints or incidents. This is just about the whispers in the end. So, or whatever
Whisper campaign.
their whisper campaign, their pss, 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 you know, la, 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 I can't say what happened, but it was horrifying. Okay. I'm so over it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've been waiting. I've been wanting to give her a shot, and she just keeps not giving us anything. It's
Mhm.
kind of like her acting. But anyways,
It's still like her business sales.
yeah, I was just like, it's non-existent. Like, no, just kidding. Just kidding. No, just kidding.
Okay.
Let's do a few. Like, I don't know what time do you need to go to bed?
Yeah, I mean, again, if we could keep it short, that's great because I'll just go right back into working on the timeline. So I'm okay with whatever your comfort and your time.
Well, if you need to keep it short, we could just go until 9 my time if you need that.
Yeah, we could do that. And I'm telling you,
Let's
from
see how
here,
far we get.
yeah, that sounds good. And guys, I will add all these pages. I just don't want to piecemeal it. I want to make sure I put everything on there for at least like everything in one day or all of Justin's, and then I'll work on all of Jamie Heath's. But since those deposition pages aren't available, I'm also second guessing myself right now too. But okay, let's move on. All right.
Let's make sure not to show the ones. Those are redacted.
No, I did redact it.
Okay.
I have a blue box over them right now because this is not the official redaction thing that I use. Okay. So, who do you want to be, Bachi?
Justin.
Okay. Oh, you're a good Justin. I remember last time.
Is there enough of an extra people for me to be an extra townspeople?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't get distracted because I'm not sitting in front of the computer the whole time. So I'm trying to figure out if it's.
I really don't know how much, but I could text you. I could give you a heads up.
Okay, yeah. I'll try to keep up if I'm sitting here.
I'll text you in case you're not. Okay, all right.
Somebody said, Elsie, you can be an NPC.
What's an NPC?
Non-player character.
NPC. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Baldoni.
Good morning.
We met a minute ago. My name is Maureen Shaw. As you heard, I represent Stephanie Jones and Jones Works in these related cases. Can you tell me, have you ever been deposed before today?
No.
Ooh, sorry. Have you ever testified in a court of law before today?
No.
Let's run through some of the ground rules for the deposition so we can all be operating on the same wavelength. Do you understand that you're under oath today, in the same effect as you would be in a court of law?
I do.
And you are required today to give full, complete, truthful testimony. Do you understand that?
I do.
Is there any reason you would not be able to give full, complete, and truthful testimony today?
There is not.
Is there anything that would impede your ability to recall past events while you're testifying today?
No.
During the course of the day, I'm going to be asking you questions. When you answer, if you could please give audible answers as you're doing now so that the court reporter can get an accurate record, that would be appreciated. Oops, I skipped too much.
Real quick, before you guys continue, I put the link in the chat in case somebody wants to really come up and do the non-player characters. That would be actually better. That way I don't get distracted. So I put the link. If you want to come up, I will allow you to come up. Hannah said she was tired. So anybody else, if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But if anyone wants it.
Okay. So
I will do my best.
And we're going to try, for the benefit of the court reporter, to both speak slowly. And if you could do me the courtesy of trying to wait for my question to be finished before answering. And I will try to wait for your answers to be finished before asking another question. That gives us a cleaner record.
Deal.
All right. Your attorney may be objecting today. If your attorney objects, unless she instructs you not to answer the question, you are still required to answer the question.
Understood.
If you need to take a break for any reason, please let me know. This is not supposed to be an endurance test, but I would ask that you please wait if there's a question pending until you complete your answer, and then we can take a break after that.
I drink a lot of water, so.
We will be taking regular breaks throughout the day, but if you ever need one and
Why is he so endearing?
he really is. He's like, just your heads up. And honestly,
is that sponsored? Is that sponsored water you're drinking?
oh, someone said Gottlieb just filed a letter about the court doxing.
I don't want to hear his nonsense. I don't know if I'm ready to be mad. I don't want to hear his justifications.
Hey, tell us in the comments, ex-terrorist trial, if we're going to be mad or not.
Yeah, tell us if we're going to be mad, because
Is he going to apologize or not?
Yeah, unless he's apologizing, I don't want to hear jack squat from the man.
Okay. 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 But if you ever need one, and the attorneys don't call for one, just let us know. If for any reason you don't understand any of my questions, please let me know, and I'm happy to rephrase them. If you answer my question as stated without asking me to rephrase it, can we both assume and understand that you understood what I was asking when you answered it?
Yeah. I actually really like how they're loading this stuff. I prefer that over, I like that. I appreciate how this lawyer is saying these things.
Oh, good. Okay. Can you tell me whether you did anything to prepare for the deposition today?
Yes.
What did you do?
I worked with my attorneys 3 days or so this week.
Which attorneys were those?
Alexandra, Jonathan, Mitra, Teresa, a little bit with Brian. Yeah.
Other than the attorneys that were present, was there anyone else there while you were preparing for your deposition?
No, not while I was preparing.
You said 3 days this week. Were there any other sessions before that?
No.
Approximately how long each of the...
Wait, is today Monday?
Yes, 3 days last week.
Last week.
Okay, approximately how long did you prepare on each of the 3 days last week?
4 hours. It might have been 4 days, but for 4 hours or so each day. Including like lunches and bathroom breaks.
Were these in person or Zoom sessions?
In person.
Okay, I'm going to skip over that. Okay, did you review any documents to help you prepare for this deposition?
Eldridge? Yeah. Maybe
Ms.
not.
Shapiro says just yes or no.
Yes.
Did any of those documents help refresh your recollection or memory of the events that you'd be testifying here today?
No. Wait. They said, did any of those help refresh your recollection? And he said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are you aware of whether all the documents you reviewed in preparation for this deposition were produced in this case? And guys, sorry, I just got my braces tightened, so I do have a little bit of like my lip sticks to my braces. Sorry about that. Okay.
I would assume so.
Okay. Did you go back through your phone in preparation for this deposition and review anything on your phone?
No.
You've attended either by Zoom or in person some of the other depositions that have taken place in this case. Is that right?
A few, yes.
Can you list them for me, please?
I will try. In person was Miss Lively. On Zoom, never full depositions, but in part, Jennifer Abel, Melissa Nathan, Stephanie Jones, Jenny Slate. I listened to a little bit of Isabella Ferrer, Ange Giannetti, Alex Sachs, Josh Greenstein, and a little Colleen Hoover, and I may be forgetting someone.
How about Katie Case?
A little bit of Katie Case, thank you.
How about Brianna Butler Coslow?
No, I don't believe so.
Have you read, apart from attending or listening into some of the depositions in this case, have you read the transcripts of any of the depositions in this case?
Why in the world? Is this somebody playing with us on the name of the
Kate.
Oh, it's me, man, Casey Anthony.
Oh.
I was like, what are you talking about?
What's up? I'm Blake's #1 fan.
Lauren.
I'm not Lauren. Lauren's the
Lauren,
best. Who's Lauren?
I can literally hear your voice.
I would say she sounds sexy, but I don't want to get sued. So,
Oh my God. Casey, what's your favorite word?
cunt.
I knew it. It's Lauren. That's
All right,
all we
well,
need to prove it's Lauren.
Listen, I read the letter that you guys were just talking about, and I just want to let you know it's like 1 paragraph long. It doesn't really say anything.
Okay,
So-
so
It's not
did
an
he take
apology?
ownership?
No, it's not an apology, and there's like no admission of wrongdoing or anything. It just says we would
Okay.
like to keep these things sealed, but it's a little bit late for that, homie. So,
They can get
yeah, all right, I'm going to bed, y'all. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Casey.
All right.
Right when I saw Casey Anthony, I knew it had to be.
Like
It
you
had to
said,
be Lauren.
Casey, I thought you were talking about Katie Case. I don't know if you guys saw my face. I was confused. I was like, wait, where are we?
Sorry. Could you do 19 again?
Yes. Have you read the transcript of Katie Case's deposition?
I have not.
Prior to this deposition, apart from speaking with your attorneys, did you speak with anyone else about the subject of your deposition?
No. Oh, we got Kenny. Right? Is it Kenny? Or have I been saying it wrong this whole time?
Yeah, that's Kenny.
Okay, awesome. And so are you doing third party stuff?
Oh, she added me already.
You
Yeah,
did it?
I was just trying to find out where to go to read it so that I didn't have to.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad you're joining.
Okay.
You'll cover the third party people that come up.
All right.
Okay. You didn't speak to Jamie Heath about it?
About the subject of my deposition?
Or the fact that you would be having a deposition?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I misunderstood the question. I thought you meant like the content of my deposition.
No problem. Anyone else?
That I would be deposed?
Sure.
Jennifer Abel, my family, my wife. We had a prayer gathering last night with a lot of friends, so they were aware that I was being deposed. But that's all I can think of at the moment. Yeah.
Did you speak to Melissa Nathan about your deposition at all?
I have not.
Did you speak to Steve Sarowitz about your deposition at all?
I did speak to Steve Sarowitz. We were together here at this deposition.
When you spoke to Steve Sarowitz about your deposition, was there an attorney present?
Yes.
When you spoke to Jen Abel about your deposition, was there an attorney present?
No, that was over the phone.
What did you discuss with Jen Abel about your deposition?
It wasn't a conversation about the deposition. It was like, you're going to do great. And she was letting me know she was going to be there, but there was no content that was discussed.
Anything else?
She might have said just to keep being honest and shine your light or something to that extent.
And when you spoke to Jamie Heath about your deposition, was there an attorney present?
Jamie and I speak all the time, so it may have come up at one point when it was just us or our families together, but I don't know.
Can you recall anything about your conversations with Jamie Heath about your deposition at any point in time when there were not attorneys present?
Most of the relationship with me and Jamie is bolstering each other and just reminding, like a brother reminds me of who I am. I can't think of any other details. It's more like positive encouragement. These are pretty intense things. So kind of like a friend or a coach, or you got this.
Have you spoken to Jamie about his deposition?
No, I'm first. So it's been focused on mine.
How would you characterize your relationship with Jamie Heath?
He's one of my best, closest friends.
How long has he been one of your best, closest friends?
I've been married, I would say 15, 14 years, maybe 14 years. You should know, man. I mean, a 4 or a 5 is very different.
Were you friends before you began working together, or did you work together before you became friends?
We were friends before we began working together.
How would you characterize your relationship with Jen Abel?
Well, she was my publicist first, and then I think through, I like to think of the people I work with as friends. So I would have considered her a friend. Have considered ED? Well, anyway, I think
Well,
through
like
this.
would've.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I think through this experience we've gotten closer, but I would have considered her my publicist.
And how would you characterize your relationship with Melissa Nathan?
A friendly publicist who, we don't know each other very well. I think this is the second time. Oh, really? I think this is the second time we met in person. But like everyone else in this case, I think that's the bond of being in the situation we're in has maybe brought us closer together, but friendly. They had never met each other but twice in person? I never knew that.
Prior to the deposition, did you have any role in helping to gather your documents, emails, texts, voice notes to be produced by your attorneys as discovery in this case?
Can you ask that again?
Sure. Are you aware that some of your documents, text messages, emails, etc., have been given to the plaintiffs in these cases as part of discovery process?
All right, Kenny, it's your moment to shine. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. Don't answer that to the extent it calls for information provided by your attorneys to you.
Yes.
Did you have any role in helping gather those materials?
I think so.
What was your role?
I had to hand my phone had to hand over my phone multiple times to, I don't know, I think they are called like data scientists. That's what I can remember right now. There were, I think I had looked through for various emails. I don't remember the content to just make sure that people had everything, or text that people had everything they needed.
What is your preferred method of communication?
Objection.
I don't mean in an existential sense. I mean in a practical sense. Do you like to text? Do you like to email? Do you like to call on the phone? Oops.
It depends. Am I in a lawsuit or not in a lawsuit when I'm communicating? Why are you so cute?
It's too cute. That's cute. Let's start with the lawsuit.
Okay, text, but I'm pretty bad. Even in a lawsuit, you're gonna text? I thought you were gonna say phone, Justin. Okay, text, but I'm pretty bad at it.
Do you recall ever recording a call with Stephanie Jones?
No.
They're getting right into it. Do you recall ever recording a call with Jen Abel?
I don't.
Do you recall ever recording a call with Melissa Nathan?
No.
Other than one improv session where Jenny Slate and Blake Lively were present that we spoke about, do you recall ever recording a call with Blake Lively?
No.
They want to know if he has anything extra. Do you recall ever recording a call with Tim Miller?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, other than the one call that...
Wait, stop for a second. Why are they asking, and who is that person?
Isn't Tim Miller part of the production?
I've never heard of this Tim Miller.
Let's look.
Sometimes they do tells. Should I be looking for a Tim Miller? Because why are they asking about a Tim Miller?
Tim Miller is a director walking away from... Oh, that's the guy that lost from...
Why would they think he would be recording a phone call with Tim Miller? That's weird. That's Ryan Reynolds being worried.
Paranoid. He's paranoid.
That's Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Okay. Other than the one call that we've spoken about that you recorded with Ange Giannetti, you said you might have recorded 2 to 4 calls relevant to these litigations. Do you remember any others?
Yes.
Meaning, okay, sorry, please tell me about them. How did you become aware of that recording?
Did
What?
they just? How did they?
Oh,
did they,
yeah, it skips.
Oh.
So this one, but those are most likely pages that we already have.
Okay. Hopefully.
34. Let me check.
Because I want to know the answer.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Don't give us some info that you might know.
No, that's all docket update stuff.
Docket updates.
I know that song is so catchy. Okay, hold on. Give me just 1 second.
Give me just.
This is from 10-6. Yeah, we have those pages. We got them last time.
Okay,
so
what was the answer?
Let's see. Do you want to finish your question? No, it's all right. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Other than the one call you've gotten. Do you remember? Oh, the Sean.
Oh, yeah, the Sean Levy one. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so do you...
no. The next page.
How did you become aware of that recording?
I believe I was told.
By whom?
I don't remember, but I would assume Jamie.
Why was he telling you that he recorded the call?
I can't speak to why he was telling me.
Did you have any understanding from what he said to you of why he was telling you?
Yes.
And what was the understanding?
I believe we were being threatened.
By whom?
By Mr. Reynolds and Miss Lively.
Were you on that call?
No.
Do you know who was?
I know someone from WME. I presume to be my former agent. I think Jennifer Abel was on the call.
Anyone else?
There may have been assistance on the WME side, or I'm not sure.
When you say your former agent at WME, do you mean Danny Greenberg?
I do.
Was your understanding of that call that it was a call between Jamie and Danny Greenberg?
I actually don't know much about the call, so I can't answer that.
To your understanding, how were you being threatened at the time by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds?
My understanding was that there were demands being made that I release some sort of public statement that had been drafted by Mr. Reynolds and Miss Lively and given to an agent. And I had been told there were multiple calls that were incoming from the agency saying that if Justin doesn't release a statement, then they will. Miss Lively and Mr. Reynolds will leave William Morris. Empty threats. Anyways, I was told that they called the agency, called numerous times, and this evidently was a phone call on which a statement was read that was prepared by Mr. Reynolds and Miss Lively. And the only other thing I remember about it was that it was inferred that if it wasn't done, the gloves would come off.
When were you told? Let's start with this. When were you told about that phone call?
I presume hours after it happened.
And when were you told that that phone call had been recorded?
I feel like early 2025, I think.
Have you ever listened to that recording?
I have not.
Do you know where Jamie was located when he made that recording?
I would assume in Los Angeles.
Do you know if he informed any of the people on the call that he was recording it?
I don't.
Do you know where Danny Greenberg was located during that call?
I don't.
Do you know where Jen Abel was during that call?
I wasn't there, so I don't.
Can you describe for me in your own words what you do for a living?
That's a good question. I'm a filmmaker, an actor. I've been an author. I hosted a podcast, and I'm part owner of a studio. I guess I'm an entertainment entrepreneur, maybe.
The part owner of a studio, the studio you're referring to is Wayfair, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Aww.
So polite.
He's so cute. Okay. What is your percentage of ownership of Wayfair?
Somewhere between 20 and 25%, I think.
And the remaining ownership, is that held by Steve Sarowitz?
Yes.
Does anyone else have any part ownership in Wayfair?
I'm not sure contractually if anyone does, but I know that there are two. There might be three people that have like promises of equity or ghost stock, or I don't know if anything's been formalized.
Who are those 2 or 3 people?
Jamie Heath, Ahmed Kolache, and Tara Hanks, I believe.
Going through each of them, do you have mission at Wayfair Studios behind the types of projects that you take on?
Did it jump?
Let's see.
Is it the same thing?
I need to, yeah, no, it jumped 43. We already read the other 2 pages, 42
Okay.
and 43. Going through each of them, do you have, okay, let's skip that. Do you want to know what it said or no?
No, I'm not curious enough at the moment.
Mission at Wayfair Studios behind the types of projects that you take on.
That's something we aspire to.
What is it?
To make movies that make people feel, films that can help people heal. We can bring people together, help people recognize their shared humanity.
How many films has Wayfair made?
I'm going to fail this test. Does that include films that we didn't make that we invested in?
Yes. And why don't you explain to me which are which?
Our business model is a little fluid in that we will finance and make films, and also we will join other films that are being made and then finance them, or be minority partners in films if they need, like finishing funds. I don't know. This is my answer, unfortunately.
Sticking with the number of films that Wayfair has financed and made itself, can you give me a rough number or a list of them?
Finance and made, I feel like we're in the, again, I can't be held to this because, like, I'm going to guess in the 15 number.
And then in terms of films that Wayfair has invested in or provided finishing funds for, can you give me a rough number or name any of them?
Garfield, Angry Birds. There are a few others that I just can't. I apologize. I can't think of the names right now.
In terms of the 15 or so films that Wayfair has financed and made itself, can you give me any names?
Sure. Clouds, and these also aren't just us alone. We had partners in a lot of these. Clouds, Nice Indian Boy, Code 3, The Senior, Empire Waste, Black is Beautiful. I think it's called Blackballed, Eleanor the Great. It Ends with Us. I forget the name, but it's a film about the effects of the illegalization of marijuana, but I don't remember the name. That's what I got right now.
5 Feet Apart?
That was not Wayfair Studios.
Who did this film?
CBS Films, but Wayfair Entertainment got a production credit, but there was no financing.
Is Wayfair Studios profitable? Oh, and then it skips.
Yeah.
Now what page are we on? 44, I think. Yeah, 45. And we've read 46 before.
That would be a fair observation or summary of how the relationship started.
Has that changed over time?
Somewhat, I believe. Steve's gotten much more involved in the creative. I think that's, yeah.
Do you have any responsibilities for Wayfair's contractual relationships?
No.
Do you ever review contracts before Wayfair assigns them?
No.
Do you have to approve any of the contracts that Wayfair enters into before they are entered into?
No.
Do you always star in the films that Wayfair produces?
No.
How many of them have you starred in?
1.
It Ends with Us?
Yes.
Do you always direct the films that Wayfair produces?
No.
How many have you directed?
2.
Which ones?
Clouds and It Ends with Us.
How long were you working? Were you a working actor before you founded Wayfair Studios?
I've been a working actor for, well, I didn't work this year, but
Oh.
Johnson, why are you like this, my man?
Oh.
Okay. I've been a working actor for, well, I didn't work this year, but if we include this year, 20, 21 years, and this is embarrassing math, 2019, 5, 6, so 15 years or so.
Mm. You've mentioned you shared, you mentioned a shared faith with Steve Sarowitz. What faith is that?
The Baha'i faith.
How did you come to the Baha'i faith?
I was born into the Baha'i faith, and then at 15, as is customary for all Baha'is, I was given the choice to decide if I felt I was a Baha'i. We believe in the independent investigation of truth, so the idea that we don't just become something because our parents are. So at 15, I decided that I was a Baha'i.
Do you think the tenets of that faith influence the mission of these or thesis behind Wayfair Studios?
I believe so, yeah.
How so?
As Baha'is, we're told that our work should be a form of service. And so I've always operated with the belief that whatever it is that I do, whether it's in entertainment or anything else, I wanted to find a way for it to be of service. And with Wayfarer Studios, we just wanted to apply some of those same tenets to the studio. The idea that we can create things that elevate consciousness in some abstract way, but without being preachy, and with very universal themes like the elimination of prejudice, the belief in equality, the telling of stories that maybe don't always get told because Hollywood doesn't maybe feel that they are worth telling. So in that sense, I believe that our faith has influenced.
Over the course of your career or otherwise, have you ever received or been through any media training?
I went through some media training on 5 Feet Apart. I'm not sure if I did any media training for It Ends With Us. I don't believe I did.
Other than when you went through media training in relation to 5 Feet Apart, can you think of any other times where you've received or been through any media training?
As I sit here right now, I can't.
Over the course of your career or otherwise, have you had any formal acting training?
Like acting classes? Yes.
How about directing?
No.
Over the course of your career or otherwise, at any time, have you ever received or been through any sort of leadership training?
I think I've had coaching, but I can't think of any formal training.
Can you describe for me that coaching?
I can't remember much about it, unfortunately.
Do you know about when that was?
In my 20s, my late 20s, maybe.
And other than this leadership coaching, have you been to any leadership seminars or programs?
Like as an attendee?
Yes. And then it skips 40, right? Yeah, it's 50. And then we have 51 and 52, so that's good. Then it skips to 53. Okay.
Of the plan, and I didn't like that he was promising things to even my own family, and yet I believe that he thought he could maybe do those things, but the proper protocol was not followed of like, do we want to build a division? So I didn't feel like that was honest. That's what I can think of right now.
Other than that, can you think of any specific examples?
I can't.
Okay. I think now is probably a good time for a break if you would like one. Kenny?
I have to pee, so that's great. He knows that this is going to be typed up.
I just want to put on record, I should have done this before, that we're designating the entire deposition confidential pursuant to the protective order.
The irony.
What is that?
Our Shayla says he had to pee.
I have to pee, so that's great.
He is so good. It's not even funny.
Oh, it's too cute. Understood.
Thank you.
You can be videographer too. Yeah.
We are going off the record. The time is 10:21 a.m.
Okay.
We're back on the record. The time is 10:49 a.m.
That was a long pee.
Mhm. Okay, we've read page 54 and 55, and now we're on 56. Jed Wallace,
Yes. Eventually, yes.
but not at first.
I had never met Jed, so I don't know if he was originally on there at the time.
You knew who he was?
I knew who he was. I had heard the name Jed, but I learned who he was around the time of the lawsuit. Yeah.
What do you mean you learned who he was?
Oh, Kenny,
Sorry, I can't see it.
number 12.
I learned his last name.
No.
Where?
Like
Mr. Baldoni. There it is.
Just.
Just. Sorry, I couldn't see it on this screen.
Oh, around the time of the lawsuit.
Mr. Baldoni, don't reveal any information that you learned from your attorneys.
I learned his
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I learned his last name and that he was being sued, and that's when we met.
When you say that's when you met, what do you mean?
That's the first time we ever met.
In person?
No, we never met in person.
Okay, 7. So when you say that's the first time you ever met, do you mean that's the first time you were ever on direct communication with him?
Yeah.
Prior to that point in time, do you recall being on any communications, whether phone call, in-person meeting, signal, text, email, or any other form of communication where Jed Wallace was also a participant that you were on?
No.
Before that time, do you recall ever hearing his name before? Kenny, your turn.
Objection.
Whether orally, on a phone call, in a text, in an email, through any other form of communication.
Objection.
Yes.
When?
I believe around the time that after I met Melissa Nathan.
Melissa Nathan introduced you to Jed Wallace. Is that right?
I was never introduced to Jed Wallace.
Melissa Nathan is the first person you ever mentioned the name Jed Wallace to you. Is that right?
No, I don't believe so.
Who is?
I think it was Jamie. I think Jamie, yes.
What do you recall about the instance where Jamie first mentioned the name Jed Wallace to you?
I recall a brief conversation around Melissa's employees, and it was around that same conversation. I think I heard the name Brianna and Jed, like they were part of a team or something.
Was it your understanding around that time of that conversation that Jed was one of Melissa's employees or associated with Melissa's work?
Objection. Form.
I don't think I had an understanding. I think I wasn't thinking about anything like that.
Why were you not thinking about anything like that?
I wasn't thinking about who was an employee or an associate. It was just, this is a team.
And this was your understanding around the time of the conversation that was part of that as part of the team that was being brought on to help you with crisis comms, Jed Wallace would be part of that team, right?
Yes.
And you gained that understanding at least at first from Jamie Heath. Is that right?
I believe so, yes.
And your understanding around the time that the conversation was that Jed Wallace was going to come on as part of the crisis communications team to handle your social and digital side of things, right?
Objection. Form.
And then another objection.
Objection.
I'm not sure I was aware of that. I was just hiring crisis PR.
And you had no awareness of or understanding of what Jed did or was to do for you in the realm of crisis PR.
I still don't think I know what Jed does.
Why do you say that?
I like to think of myself as someone who is tech savvy or who understands the internet, but I don't. I guess I still don't think I really have a grasp. I guess I still don't think I really have ever grasped what he does.
And that's because what he does with respect to the internet is highly technical and complicated, right?
Objection. Form.
Maybe.
What is it that you don't grasp about what he does with the internet?
I know him to be someone that sends a lot of reports, like a lot of reports. So
what kind of reports?
Like somebody who spends a lot of time on the internet Googling and looking up anything that is involved with this case or my name, and then presenting those reports and saying, this is what's happening.
What's so complicated about that?
Objection.
Well, I don't know if that's what his job is. I just, that's what I don't understand.
How many of those such reports has he ever sent to you?
Objection.
I think that's privileged.
Did he always ever send those reports to you at the same time as he sent them to your attorneys?
I've never gotten an individual report, no.
So why do you know him as someone who sends reports?
Instruct you not to
Yeah, I can't answer that.
answer to the extent that the answer comes from communications with your attorneys.
Did you come to the understanding that Jed Wallace sends these such reports before Blake's lawsuit was filed on December 20th?
No.
You had hired Jed Wallace to be part of your crisis comms teams in August 2024.
Objection. Objection form.
I didn't hire Jed Wallace.
Who did?
Objection.
I assume
Don't assume anything.
Wayfarer.
That's hilarious. Do you you understood Jed Wallace to be working at least in part or on your behalf with Melissa Nathan's team during the crisis period of August 2024, right?
Objection form. Objection.
I don't know if I understood that.
What did you understand him to be doing in that time period?
Objection.
I don't know. Whatever Melissa was doing.
Did you have attorneys involved in that time period?
No.
Objection form.
When did you first get attorneys involved?
December 21st or 22nd. Really? I'm surprised by that. Really? How come Brian didn't? Really? Oh, okay.
Did
Really?
you have,
I mean, how did Brian put in like? How did Brian put in a statement to New York Times then? For all of them. Anyways, okay, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna let it go.
did you have any understanding from August of 2024 to December that Jed was creating any such reports for you?
Objection form.
No.
You only learned that after the lawsuits were filed in December 2024?
Yeah.
When you learned that Jed was creating such reports in December of 2024, was it your understanding that he had only just started creating those reports after the lawsuit was filed, or that he had been creating them earlier? Kenny, sorry at the bottom.
Objection.
And again,
Objection form.
and more.
And I direct you not to answer to the extent any information you have only comes from your attorneys.
I don't know.
You don't know one way or another whether Jed only started creating these reports in December of 2024 or whether he had been creating them earlier?
Objection. Objection. And again. Don't reveal any privileged communications of anything you learned from your lawyers.
I genuinely don't know.
You mentioned earlier that when you started using Signal to communicate after the lawsuits were filed, it was a group decision to involve a number of people and your attorneys.
Yes.
Which attorneys?
Am I allowed to answer attorneys?
Is that me? Yeah, no. Is that me?
Yeah.
I'm going to direct you not to answer that question.
You're going to direct him not to give me the names of which attorneys were involved in the Signal chats?
That's not what you asked. You were asking him about his discussions with his attorney using Signal, about using Signal.
Who were the attorneys that were involved in the Signal chats?
You can't answer the names.
You can't. You can. Can't answer the names.
Can't
Okay.
answer.
Brian Friedman. You can totally get it. It's okay. Brian, Summer, Mitra, Jason, Teresa, Alexandria, and Jonathan weren't on the team. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Alexandria and Jonathan were on the team. Yeah.
Okay. Whose idea was it to move communications to Signal?
I don't remember.
Was it yours?
I don't know.
Is it possible that it was your idea?
Objection.
Yeah. Really? Again, sometimes there's some parts that I'm like, really? I don't think it would come from you, honestly.
Did you understand the purpose of moving these communications to Signal to be that the messages would disappear?
I understood that to be part of it, yeah.
What was the other part of it?
Getting hacked.
You had concerns about your phones being hacked?
Yeah.
Little did he know. Okay.
Privacy.
In the time starting when the lawsuits were filed in December 2024 that you began using Signal with this group of people that you've described in every single message that you sent or received, was there at least one attorney present on that message thread?
Objection form.
I'm sorry. Can you? It was a long question.
Since you began using Signal, from the time that these lawsuits were filed, was there an attorney present on every single message that you sent or received?
Was an attorney present in every message I sent? No, because there were friends that reached out to me on Signal too.
Which friends?
That friend still trying to get me. What? What's that mean?
Is that me? Is your son okay? Sorry, yeah.
It's your son okay? Okay.
Sorry, yeah. He's fine. Just need to. These are brand new iPads. I apologize.
It's all right. Let us know if you want to take a break. Oh, it skipped, guys. It skipped.
Okay.
Okay. It's all right. Let us know if you want to take a break. Okay. What was the question? And
which friends? Oh yeah. What was the question? Okay. Oh yeah. And then you go ahead and you say
which friends?
Which friends texted me on Signal?
Uh-huh.
I remember my friend Brett texted me. My friend John. I wasn't responding to very many texts during that time. Ahmed.
Sorry, Ahmed?
Ahmed, sorry. I lost my voice this weekend.
That's okay.
Those are the three I can think about that are not in this lawsuit right now of friends specific to your question.
Anyone else?
Mitz from Wayfair. And can you repeat the question one more time? I just want to.
Who can you recall, whether friends or otherwise, who texted you on Signal that was not part of your defendants or attorney group?
That's what I can think of right now. If more come to me later, I will share. But they were not. When friends texted me, it was not about the lawsuit. They were just texting me.
Were they in the habit of texting you on Signal before this?
No.
So they only started texting you on Signal after the lawsuits were filed?
Yes.
And they were texting to check in on how you were doing in the wake of the lawsuits being filed?
Objection.
Yes.
Did you respond to any of those texts?
I'm sure I did. I had asked them to text only on Signal.
He gives out too much info. You had asked them to text only on Signal. Had they texted you by a non-Signal method ahead of that?
They had called. I was really not in a good place. I didn't want to talk.
Do you have your cell phone on you right now?
I don't.
Do you have your cell phone in the back room?
It's in a bag somewhere, probably.
They're trying to steal it, guys. They're trying to get Nick Shapiro to get in there. CIA style, take it out and put it back. Okay, anyways. Do you always set your Signal messages to auto delete?
I set them to whatever the Signal auto thing is.
Are you aware that when message threads originate on the Signal app, they do not self-delete, and you have to go in for each method, each message thread. If you want it to delete in a certain amount of time, you have to go in and change that setting.
Objection.
I thought it was the opposite, but now I know.
I could be mistaken.
Yeah, I thought it was. It starts auto delete, and then you have to stop it from. You could be right, and I could be wrong.
Do all your Signal? She said that confidently. She was trying to get him.
Yeah, he's like, "Is that how it works?" And then she's like, "I could be mistaken," and then he's like, "No, I could be wrong, and you could be right." But I mean, oh my word.
Okay. Do all of your Signal message threads auto delete?
No.
There are some that do not auto delete.
I believe none of our, if I'm allowed to say, none of our legal threads auto delete.
Any of the non-legal threads that do not auto delete?
Objection.
I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure there are some.
Have you manually deleted any Signal messages since these lawsuits were filed?
No.
During a break in this deposition, can you look at your phone, open your Signal app, and see whether there are any non-legal Signal threads still present on there? Kenny.
I'm going to object to that. I'm going to object to that.
You're going to instruct him not to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Could you be capable of doing that if not for your lawyer's instruction?
I would hope so with my I can't with this man. Okay, let me I would hope so. With my hands and fingers and brain capacity.
Are you going
You literally cannot make this up.
to follow your lawyer's instructions?
Oh my word! How is he real? How is this man real?
Like he is not fun. Like it's literally you cannot. How do you make that? How do you come up with that? Legitimately answers with my hands and fingers and brain capacity.
Here's the thing. I don't think like if it was Ryan Reynolds, it would have been snidey. I don't think I think he just really is like I would like to believe I could. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna incorporate with my brain and fingers and brain capacity one of my videos and see if he'll pick up on that. I'm gonna be sending him a message, be like, "Hey, I did this with my brain and hands and my fingers,
my hands, my fingers, and my brain capacity.
capacity."
Oh my word, that's a song.
Bocce, don't you dare! Don't you dare make a jingle out of this. Oh my God. Somebody said Justin is on the spectrum. Why? Oh
Well,
my God.
I mean, he's just so honest.
I love it though.
I love it. I love
will
it.
Find a way one of these days. Something similar to Emily will cuss a bitch out and say namaste right after. I will find a way to incorporate with my hands, my fingers, and brain capacity.
And he just hits us with one of these gems, like out of the blue. He did that last time too.
I love it.
Like what did he say last time? When he was talking about like Vivian Baker being the one to initiate the hugs.
Yeah, I'm shocked because she'd be the first one to hug me. What are you? She'd be running up to hug me. She wants some of this.
or whenever he was like, hugs the she initiated or I like.
Oh yeah, they were like, wait, you want the hug? She initiated, I initiated, or all together? They're like, round it up. Well, I can't really round it up. Like,
he's like, I don't know, sir. I don't know.
Sir. I would just be guessing. I love it.
He's so sweet. Like brain. Okay. Are you going to follow your lawyer's instruction?
I think I probably should.
What do you recall texting with Mitts at Wayfair about on Signal? Sorry.
This whole time period was crazy. So give me a second. I believe I was sending Mitts screenshots of a lot of old text messages.
Which old text messages?
Things that I believe would help me in telling the truth about what actually happened.
More than 15?
I don't know.
More than 20?
I don't know. I want to help you. I genuinely don't know.
Is it possible it was more than 20? I guess this is the hard way.
That feels like a lot. I don't know.
Is it possible it was more than 50?
Objection.
I would be very surprised. That's a lot.
Does your Signal thread with Mitts auto delete?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Have you gone back since the litigation started to look at it to see if it's still there?
No.
Can you do that during the break?
Objection.
Go ahead.
Kenny, is you.
Are you going to instruct him?
Oh no, that's you. That's you.
Actually. Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's me.
Are you going to instruct him not to do that?
No.
Now it's you. Did you say yes?
Yes,
I am.
I am.
Are you going to follow your counsel's instruction?
I think I am.
Are you capable of doing it, if not for your counsel's instruction?
I would like to think I am.
Other than text with your health coach and text with Dan Saladino, do you recall sending to
Gone.
Mitt screenshots of text involving anyone else?
Not that I can think of.
Do you recall sending to Mitt texts of screenshots that had anything to do with Stephanie Jones or Jones Works or the work that you did with Stephanie Jones or Jones Works?
Objection.
There was very little conversation about Stephanie Jones at all during this time.
Why is that?
Because I don't think she was top of mind.
You said that you had either joined or tried to join a men's group that had a Signal group chat. Is that right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What was the men's group? What was that men's group?
It was a group put on by a man named John Wineland, and I wasn't able to commit to the men's group, and commitment is a huge part of men's work. So they had added me to the chat, but then I let him know that I wasn't able to commit. So then I was not a part of it.
Why were you unable to commit?
I was making a movie.
What movie?
It Ends With Us.
You said commitment is a huge part of men's work. What do you mean by that?
Men's work is based on agreements, and in order to feel vulnerable enough to show any parts of yourself that over the years you would be embarrassed or ashamed with, or to feel truly vulnerable so that you can do good work and be with other men in a sacred space, there are agreements that have to be made beforehand, like commitment to show up on time, commitment to, not miss the meetings, commitment that you're able to actually attend the in-person retreat, because those agreements create safety.
Have you ever done men's work in the past?
Yes.
How many times?
I think it could be considered that some of my daily practice is men's work, so I don't think I can give you a number. Also, Sarah said something got filed. I mean, give us what's the something? Is it something worth looking at?
Or is it not?
Yeah. Okay.
Over how many years?
My 30s.
What is the purpose of men's work you do?
If I were going to distill it, it would be to attempt to be an open, kind man.
Do you think men need to work on that in order to become that way?
I think every human does.
Then why is it called men's work and not people's work?
Because I believe I'm not the one who invented or created men's work, but I can give you my opinion if that's okay.
Please.
I believe that men have to do work with men. I think the integration with men and women is more than likely very tricky. And I think that women do a lot of work with women. And I think that both men and women need safe spaces for healing.
Healing what?
How much time do you have?
Give me the 35-second answer.
Healing what collectively? Healing what do men and women need to heal from?
Sure.
Millennia of trauma, abuse, generations and generations of trauma that's been passed down from our families and parents, and interpersonal relationship trauma. I'm assuming that was 35 seconds.
Do you have the practice of taking handwritten notes?
Objection.
At times.
Describe that to me.
I've always struggled in school, and sometimes when I'm listening to something, I need to write down. Sometimes it helps me remember.
Do you carry a notebook dedicated to your handwritten notes?
Sometimes.
Do you carry it everywhere you go?
No.
You only carry it sometimes?
I don't have one. I don't have just one. I'm not like a journalist note taker that always walks around with it. No.
Did you take handwritten notes in connection with your work on the film It Ends With Us?
There were a few days that I did, yes.
Only a few days?
Yes.
Did you take handwritten notes in connection with the publicity or other work you did with Jones Works or Stephanie Jones or Jen Abel while she was at Jones Work?
No.
Have you bought a notebook to take handwritten notes to these depositions?
Yes.
Which depositions?
Blake Lively and Steve Sarowitz the other day.
Any others?
No.
Did you take handwritten notes during those depositions?
Yes, but for my lawyer.
Only for your lawyer?
For both of us.
Only for you and your lawyer?
Yeah, I don't know who else it would be for.
Do you still have those handwritten notes?
I believe I do.
Did you take any handwritten notes in preparation for your deposition?
Objection. I direct you not to answer. It's on the record.
What is that?
I direct you not to answer.
I'm directed not to answer.
Can he answer yes or no question? Did he take any handwritten notes in preparation for his deposition? Yes or no?
Ms. Shapiro?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the last one? Oh, okay.
No, we have 13 more pages.
Can you last for 13 more pages?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And it's so funny that I'm asking that because literally the first question here is how many pages?
I'm just curious about the filing. That's why.
Oh, well, they said that it's just that letter that they told us about earlier, right?
Yeah.
That one paragraph that Lauren said. Maybe not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, they're not refiling them because it turns out they don't need them at all. What?
Oh my gosh. Then why'd they put them on the docket? Mm-hmm.
The ones with his info? Is that what they're talking about?
Yes.
What in the what?
I can't.
I hate her.
Yeah, there's no oopsies there. That's
I hate her.
intentional. That's straight up intentional. I'm sorry. That's intentional. Okay.
I think it's because they want to
Go ahead.
get Leslie Sloan and Ryan Reynolds to see it. Because if it's confidential, and attorney's eyes only, they haven't seen this unless they attended the depositions. So they're trying to prep for PR stuff that they can use against JB.
So that Ryan could be like the fake version of Justin.
Yeah, I think because they got to prepare for whatever was said about Ryan, and then so that they could see it, because they can't see it right now.
Mm-hmm.
They can only know what their attorneys share, or remember when the Van Zandt letter was filed, and then they said, oh, Miss Lively's deposition covers that, and they're like, well, how do you know that Miss Lively's deposition covers that? And then they were like, oh, and they had, and then Miss Lively replied about like, oh, my deposition, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's a way to cover their tracks, because like if she doesn't do that, then they don't have something to cover their tracks. Just like now, if something comes out where either Ryan's prepared as a key witness or something comes up, they can excuse it as well. It was whenever we accidentally put this on the docket. They know about it, not because we told them, but because we put it on the docket accidentally.
Mm-hmm. And they knew just to like download it ASAP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are saying dirty pool. Yeah,
definitely nothing. That's definitely intentional.
I do think it's because of that, and I think it's their way of like, oh, oopsie, we didn't talk to our clients about this stuff. They know about it because it's on the docket.
Because they wanted to read 300 and some pages, and then want to throw it because Justin actually
let Leslie Sloan use it for her PR.
Actually, he probably wouldn't have read it. He would have just looked for the name Ryan. He would have searched just for his name or Leslie's name.
Oh, okay.
All right. Do you want to do line 2?
Give me just 1 second, guys.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
No
Hello? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, how many pages?
I'm going to object to this line. This is work product.
Are you instructing him not to answer?
Yes, I am.
Do you still have those handwritten notes?
Objection.
They were shared with my attorney.
So you're saying your attorney has a copy of the handwritten notes?
Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions.
Okay.
Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection. I direct you not to answer these questions. Objection
My question was, do you still have the handwritten notes? Yes or no?
You can answer that yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, do you keep a diary?
I wish I did. God, I wish I did.
Is that a no?
That's a no. I've wanted to, but
Do you have the practice of writing daily affirmations?
Objection.
sometimes, yes.
Do you write daily affirmations?
Currently, no.
Have you in the past?
Yes.
Have you in the past year?
Possibly.
Have you in the past 3 years?
Yes.
Do any of those daily affirmations bear on or relate to anything having to do with your work in connection with the film It Ends With Us or any publicity work?
Objection.
Not unless me saying I am confident and brave and strong. And I mean, if you think that, it's like those kind of affirmations. Yeah.
When did you first meet Stephanie Jones?
I don't remember the year, but 28. What?
She said, that's dangerous for the public to know. Let's shift gears. Let's shift gears. Okay.
I don't remember the year, but 2018, 2019, 2017. It's one of those 3 years.
Do you remember when you first started working with Stephanie Jones or JonesWorks?
I remember the feeling. Are you asking me, do I remember the day, like the dates or the year or?
Yes. Do you remember when in time?
As I sit here, I can't remember the year or when in time.
Did you meet Stephanie Jones long in time before you started working with her as a publicist?
I believe I was introduced to her and we had a phone call, but I don't know how long after that we started working together.
Was it years?
After the phone call?
Uh-huh.
I wish I could answer. I don't know exactly.
Where were you in your career when you started working with Stephanie Jones as a publicist?
I was on a TV show called Jane the Virgin.
Had you had a publicist before that?
Yes.
Who was that?
I had a few. Oh gosh, the name Sunshine rings a bell, or Sun. My first publicist name was Siri before phones. I had a few. I'm so sorry. I don't remember the names of the organizations.
Why did you switch to Stephanie Jones as your publicist when you began working with her?
I heard she was amazing.
Who did you hear that from?
The person who introduced us said she had a lot of really great clients.
And you began working with Stephanie Jones as a publicist in your personal capacity at first, right?
Yes.
As an actor?
Yes.
And then sometime thereafter, she began working also with Wayfair Studios. Is that right?
When Wayfair Studios was formed, I was already a client of Stephanie Jones as an actor.
Uh-huh.
And then after Wayfair Studios was formed, then the company, I believe, started to work with a company. Yeah.
Okay. And after Wayfair Studios was formed, Stephanie Jones worked as a publicist, both for Wayfair Studios and for your personal publicity moving forward, right?
The company did, yeah.
The company being JonesWorks?
JonesWorks, yes.
Okay. Did you feel at the time when you began working with Stephanie Jones, were you happy with her work?
Objection.
Can you be more specific?
Do you feel she was supportive of your career?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think she did good work for you as a publicist?
Stephanie was never my personal publicist, so that's hard for me to answer. But I was happy overall with what the company was doing for me.
How many times over the years would you say you communicated directly with Stephanie?
Over the years, like
from time to time, from the time you started working with her to the time you ceased working with her?
I mean, we would text. Every once in a while, we would have a phone call. She'd always reach out and congratulate me if something was if there was something going on, or she would send me words of encouragement if I was going to do something, or if there was press. But I can't give you an exact number.
Did you appreciate the words of encouragement when she sent them to you?
I did.
Did she come to know your family during the time she was working with you?
Not intimately, but yeah, she did.
Did you feel over the years that you were working with her before you began filming It Ends With Us?
Did it jump? I think it jumped, right?
Let's see. No.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, that was it. Oh, no. Okay. Can you repeat that then?
Did you feel over the years that you were working with her before you began filming It Ends With Us? Did you feel like you generally had positive relationship with Stephanie Jones?
Yeah.
Did you feel that she was generally supportive of you in your career?
Yeah.
Did you feel like she and Jones Works did good work for you as a publicist?
I believe they did.
Would you agree that she took you on as a client at a relatively early stage in your career?
I'm not sure about that one.
She had a lot of big name clients then, right?
Back then. Oh, yeah.
And you were relatively earlier in your career at that point than those big name clients, right?
Objection.
In comparison, yes. Yeah.
From the time you began working with Stephanie Jones up until you began filming It Ends With Us, did you ever have any issue with her?
Can you repeat that question?
From the time you began working with Stephanie Jones until the time you began filming It Ends With Us, did you ever have any issue with Stephanie Jones?
Objection.
I don't recall any issues. Like a personal issue, is that what you mean?
Or professional issue?
No.
Did you ever have any reason to fire her?
Objection.
No. I can remember feeling she didn't have much time for me, but I'm also a realist to know I'm not The Rock or, so I understood that I was a client, but that she was having other people manage me in my career. So there were times when I didn't feel like she had time for me and that I was just kind of there, but there was no reason to fire her. No, not at all.
During the times when you felt she didn't personally have time for you, were there other publicists at JonesWorks that did respond on the day today for your issues? I think she means on the day today for your issues.
Oh, always. Yeah.
At some point in time, the publicist who was most responsible for the day-to-day on your and Wayfarer's account at JonesWorks was Jen Abel. Is that right?
Yes.
Did you work very closely with Jen Abel over that time?
I did.
Okay. During the time that JonesWorks was your publicist before the filming of It Ends With Us, did they ever help you handle any controversies for you or Wayfarer?
Any controversies? Would you help me with controversies?
Anything you would consider to be a crisis?
Nothing that became public, but if there was ever something that I felt like anxious about, yes.
Does that include when you were sued in connection with 5 Feet Apart?
Yes.
Did you consider that to be a crisis?
I felt like it was a crisis, yeah.
Did Stephanie Jones help you in connection with that crisis?
There was no PR. It wasn't like a big public thing, but I definitely remember calling her and Jen about it, yeah.
Did she recommend a lawyer to you for that lawsuit?
I don't remember. She might have.
Were there times over the course of your relationship with Stephanie between when you first hired her and when you began filming It Ends With Us that you would request a phone call directly with her to deal with an issue?
I don't think I ever had to request. I think I would just call her. Like, it wasn't like a formal process. I would just call her.
Okay. And would she be responsive?
Yeah. And she would always call me back if she didn't answer then.
Do you recall ever making a comment to her that you'd never gotten her voicemail?
I remember oftentimes telling Stephanie that she needed to take a break because she was always on and joking with her, like, you got kids. And like, you can only imagine the phone calls and all the people that she was getting. So I could imagine that I made that comment.
Do you recall a time when you introduced her to Colleen Hoover?
I think I do, actually.
What do you recall about that?
I didn't until you just brought it up. But I recall learning that Colleen Hoover had done like nail polish or something for the book. And I couldn't believe it. And I believe she was getting backlash, which ultimately was terrible for the project we were developing, this movie. And I remember asking Colleen if she had anybody that was helping her make decisions. Like, she said no. And I said, I think you need a publicist. And so I introduced her to Stephanie Jones.
Because you believe that Stephanie Jones could help her with the publicity issues she was experiencing.
I believe that Stephanie could help her in general. I think that to be in that situation that Colleen was in and to not have any support or anyone telling you like, maybe that's not a good idea. I thought Stephanie could help.
And you trusted Stephanie at that time to help, right?
Yeah.
Do you recall introducing her to Colleen by saying, this is my friend, Stephanie Jones?
I'm sure I did. I consider her a friend.
Do you recall telling Colleen that Stephanie was a master publicist?
I don't, but I could see myself saying that, yeah.
Would that have been accurate in terms of your view at that time? Did you think Stephanie was a master publicist?
Yeah.
Do you recall a time when you learned that Business Insider was planning to publish a negative story about Stephanie Jones?
Yes.
When did you learn that?
The like year or month of? Or I mean, year or month, or
As specific as you can give me.
I know who I learned it from.
Who was that?
Stephanie Jones.
What did she tell you?
She told me, I don't remember the exact words, but she was very upset. And she FaceTimed me crying. And she said they're like trying to ruin her life or something. She was very emotional. I don't remember exact words.
Did you feel for her in that situation?
Objection.
I did. It was very complicated.
Why was it complicated?
Because she was my publicist and I was struggling during that period myself. I didn't have a lot of emotional bandwidth. And while I considered her a friend, I think there are different levels of friendship. And that conversation, it felt like I might not have been the best person for her to be FaceTiming with these feelings.
Why?
I mean, actually, honestly, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Why was she FaceTiming him?
That's all I have, guys.
Honestly, I think it is weird that she chose to FaceTime him. I'm actually calling that out. Why is she FaceTiming Justin Baldoni?
That's weird.
What compelled her to have that boo-hoo-hoo with him?
Yeah, they weren't even friends like that.
I mean, to me, that's her trying to say Melissa Nathan and Jen Abel's doing this to me. But because I'm sorry, I'm not going to call up my client in the midst of the biggest like crisis in his life and cry about my business. I'm sorry, you got friends for that, or maybe you don't. But why are you calling him? Also, did you call Jamie Heath? Or did you know that Justin is the big softie? Did you think that would make him stay?
She's so manipulative.
Because I'm sorry, that's weird to me. She called him crying about that.
Yeah, that is really weird.
Was that the last page?
Yeah, the one that I have. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for all your work.
Oh, it's no problem. It's my pleasure.
Oh, my pleasure.
My pleasure. With these hands and these fingers and my brain capacity.
It's a fave. It's a fave.
I literally will find a way to put that in a video. Those who get it will get it.
My hand with my fingers and my brain capacity.
Bachi, don't you?
It's like a dance.
Don't you
my hands with my fingers with my brain capacity.
We make merch. People who get the merch will get it. Like,
oh my word! I really I would love to do like it would be fun to do merch.
I need to make some
with my hands,
fingers.
with my fingers, with my brain capacity.
People are gonna be like, "What does that even mean?" Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. It gets the people going. Boom, boom, boom. Then the beat just drops. Only those who get it will get it. It's like if I made like a redacted sweater. A lot of people might not get it, but I feel like there's enough people in this community. If you saw me wearing a redacted or just a blacked out,
here's
what I think.
100% would.
Bachi, we need your songwriting skills when we start seeing Blake stuff. That's what we need.
It's just interesting how they never seem to make a mistake and unredact some of her stuff accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow they're very.
I'm telling you. I mean, Elsridge, what do you think? Do you think it was weird that Stephanie Jones was a boo-hooing in front of Justin Baldoni?
More than weird. And I mean, Stephanie was definitely trying to like get back in their good graces. She could smell the blood in the water. I feel
like she was trying to manipulate that man to stay.
Yeah,
she knew he's a big old softie.
Yeah, she could definitely tell Jen was getting ready to go, and they trusted Jen and wanted Jen around. Even the way Jamie was answering her, it was kind of like, you know, we pay you right now, but dead ass, we would pay you to do nothing. We just need you to stay out of our business.
Mm-hmm.
And you could smell the blood in the water. She definitely was acting like somebody who was trying to keep them around.
There's like a Mexican saying that essentially like you don't take a step without like knowing where you're going to place your foot.
We have that in Ghana too.
Okay, well that's Stephanie Jones. She doesn't make a move without knowing exactly what the next move is.
She was trying to drive a wedge. She really was.
100%. That's like the theme for all of those bitches. Sorry. It is though.
Kenny's like, I'm not holding back.
I hate them all.
Oh, you know what was so fun? Kenny sang like did the karaoke of my Don't Settle did amazing.
Yes, on
Really, really
Instagram, I saw it.
Did
Yeah,
you?
I loved
I need to see it.
No, it's on Instagram. I saw it. I liked it. It was on
yeah,
Instagram.
yeah. That was I loved. I was like, oh, I hope more people send me videos of them singing the songs.
By
Oh,
the
no.
way, have we been saying I liked it wrong and stuff? At the moment I just said that, I realized on Instagram it's not a like button, it's a heart, which is a love button. A
Yeah,
like
I loved
button would be like a thumbs up, right? Wouldn't a like button be like a thumbs up? So when I
Yeah.
hear people say,
Yeah.
"Oh, my likes," I think that's wrong. I think it's love.
yeah, that's true.
Now that I think about it, Instagram doesn't have likes. Instagram loves. But yeah, so I loved Kenny's karaoke.
I need to check it out.
Check
Yeah.
it out. But wow, that was good. I mean, I'm probably gonna try to read. I don't know. I should probably try to sleep, but it's not gonna happen. I'm
Just
probably
sleep.
gonna try to write a song. Either I'm gonna write a song around the oops or
The brain
hands
capacity.
and the fingers and the brain capacity.
That sounds like something that we used to teach the kids in school to memorize their body parts. Your
Yeah.
hands,
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
your hands, your fingers, your brain capacity. These are the things you need when you're in a deposition.
With Blake Lively.
Oh my god. Just an update. My son has eaten 2 tubs of blueberries.
Oh, what the hell is this
How
blueberry?
big is the tub?
I'm
It's
literally, and it's like $12 a pop. So I'm counting the days till he gets a job. He's 6 years old. Yeah, literally. Currently finishing his second tub of blueberries, and I'm not stopping it. If it will mean he'll be quiet, he can do it. Ah, yeah. Don't choke. All right, Bachi, you need to sleep. Carol,
I mean, am I really gonna do it? I don't probably not, but it was great.
if you use your
with
brain
y'all.
capacity, if you use your brain capacity and you put some things together, you could do it. Anybody
If I
can
close
do
my eyes and if I use my hands and my fingers
And
to
your
close my eyes and my brain capacity.
City, yeah, you're about to sleep. If you use your fingers to hold your eyelids down and your hands, I don't know. Oh my lord.
Oh, but
thank you.
but anyways, y'all, I put a post on my page, endless plug. But August 8th was a Thursday. Also, it was PR. It's still PR. It's still PR. It's up there. The jet. I bought the jet is a magician one, but I bought it in red, and I think I put it too low in the shirt, so I'm not sure I'm a fan of what I did here. So I might fix this one because I'm like, I'm not a fan of that. It does not look good. I think I should have chosen like a different color.
The color's not bad because the print is in white. It just needs to come up.
Yeah. I was like, dang, that's really low.
That's like belly button level.
Yeah, that's like, what was I thinking? Jen
And
is
if somebody reads that, that's gonna be look like SH on its way. Like, why are you looking that low to my belly
That's
button?
why
when you read
I'm
stuff?
like, maybe I'll take off the Jet as a magician one and fix it, or at least this shirt, because this shirt was not. When I got it, I was like, yeah,
we're never gonna be the allegations if you put logos down that low. Okay, we need to be these allegations as a team. So please don't make it hard for us. Oh my god.
Anywho, it was fun spending time, and thanks for joining us, Kenny, today.
Oh my god, Leo said, "Why does it sound like Elsie is breastfeeding?" What? Why?
This is SH.
Why did it sound like that? Oh my god.
That give us imagery of the female. No, I'm just kidding.
Imagery of the female anatomy and what it can do and stuff. Anyhow, this was a hoot. This was fun.
Yeah, this was fun, and I've missed y'all's because it was so weird. Literally, it turned 2026. And I'm like, why is life just so different?
Yeah, we were texting, but we weren't able to like. It felt like we were at some point we were doing a video every other day or 2 days apart together.
I kind of questioned, like, oh my god, is it losing steam? But then I'm like, no, I think we just have so much to dive into because I have 2 projects. And like for the website, and I'm like, I really want to crank those out. So I'm like, right now that takes priority,
Yeah,
I think
that's the thing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I think that's the thing. Like, I started doing like this 30 points, like the Blake Lively 30-point document series and then the 17 questions with Bocce. So that's taken up a different kind of like emotional bandwidth. And so then it was like, oh, then I don't have even time. Like if I do a live, it's like I used to do a live every single day, and now it's like maybe I'll do 2 or 3, maybe even just 1 in a week or something. And I'm like, oh dang, life is changing.
Yeah.
But I mean, but it's also just like it takes a lot emotionally.
For sure. And I think it's also the seasons too. And quite literally, I mean, the holiday break, as much as people don't give a lot to the break, because sometimes I don't even know if it's a Monday or Friday, because like we are home. Like my son is not going to like what happened with what day is it? I don't know if it's a Sunday, it's a Saturday, but also like I feel like, you know how people want to act like January doesn't mean anything, but then it's like, oh, January 1st, something is starting on January 1st. Like I'm starting the gym, I'm starting a diet, I'm starting this. Because this is kind of like we're in a flow state with this case, it's not like anything big happened on January 1st. And then the motions to unseal everything was kind of anticlimactic also on the 5th, I feel like. It wasn't very climactic. It was very blah. And then on the 2 days ago is when everything was due. So that's also kind of weird. And I think it's just after the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks of January is always kind of weird though. Like everybody kind of finding their footing. And me personally, like I'm telling you, I live in Australia now because the Australian Open is going on tennis wise. So I stay up like because we're like literally on opposite side of the clock. And then my son is not going to school right now. He started next week. So now his schedule is shifted. So it's a mess. So I kind of let him stay up with me. It's currently almost 1 a.m. and he's up here eating blueberries and I'm letting him. So, but then my husband is sleeping right now. He'll wake up, handle work, and then by the time he's waking up, me and my son are getting ready to go to bed. And then Carol calls me at 3 p.m. and I'm like, oh.
Did you ever finish K-pop Demon Hunters?
Oh, okay. Listen to me. I didn't finish K-pop Demon Hunters. What I have done is completed 8 K-dramas in the last week. It's scary. I have completed 8 of them. I don't know what for some reason I haven't finished the Pop Demon Hunters, but I blame Danny Plush Diaries because I asked you guys for recommendations for rom-coms and they started giving me a bunch, but it got boring. Some were not as great as people assumed it was. I'm sorry, you guys are gonna hate me. When Harry Met Sally is not that amazing. It's
iconic.
Wait, did you watch the one I suggested though?
Did you get it to the end?
I got to the ending. It might be iconic, but I don't think it's as great as people think it is. Because what was the point of the whole movie? Like, I don't get it. I'm so sorry, but I don't get it.
I'm gonna watch it.
It was more. I was expecting more. I think I gave it more than I expected it to be.
Yeah, maybe they hyped it up too much. Oh, I love that movie.
I also can decide if it's because within a span of 3 days, I watch 6-7 different rom-coms. Because I literally watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I watched 13 going on 30. I watched
I love that one.
I watched Drew Barrymore and the Adam Sandler one where she had lost her memory.
50 First Dates.
I hated Notting Hill. Notting Hill was so slow. I couldn't do it.
I was not a fan of Notting Hill either.
I'm a big fan of him.
No, I don't mind Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is fine as an actor. I like his acting. But Notting Hill, even the dialogue, it sounded like this. Like Julia Roberts, this is how she talked the entire. Whoa, I couldn't do it. It took me 2 days to finish. And I'm an overachiever. So that was not good for me. I didn't like that.
I just watch people who wait, what was it called? People you meet on vacation.
Oh, that's
okay. You guys need to watch On the Other End of the Line. That one's so cute and it's so good.
On the other end of the line,
and Jesse Metcalf is so hot. So,
yeah, somebody said Love Actually. Yeah, I've seen that too. But yeah,
the other end of the line. It's.
I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, it's you guys.
What is it about? Is it on the phone?
She's on a phone. She's a customer service rep. And she kind of falls for her customer, but she's based out of India. She plans a trip to San Francisco to kind of meet him, but doesn't end up. There's a plot twist somewhere in there, but it's really cute. It's really cute.
She already knows him.
I gotta say, girl is giving stalker, but
she already knows him.
But
it turns out it was her
Yeah,
cubicle
apparently
mate.
people have been raving about heated rivalry. I've been hearing about that. But I asked Danny. Danny gave me some recommendations for rom-coms, and she's like, also, she literally was like, by the way, here are my K-pop drama big times. The funny thing is, my best friends, my two best friends, like in life, have been encouraging me to watch K drama for 15 years. I swear to God. Like since high school, and I've never watched a single episode. I'm like, it's too dramatic. Whenever you're watching it, you look like you're in there. I can't stand it. And I watched I watched was Business Proposal. I finished it in a span of 24 hours. I ended it. I watched Crash Landing. Oh my God. First of all, Crash Landing on You broke my spirit. But then I hated the ending. But then I found out they're married in real life and have a baby. And I was like, oh my God, I wish they were all like this. If they're all single, great, like this. And then I watched King the Landing right after that. And then I watched when Secretary Kim, What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? I watched that right after. What I've noticed about the K dramas I like the whole it's one season, you're not getting another season, deal with it. But I hate how rushed all the seasons are. Like if you know this is all we're getting, why are you waiting till like 6 minutes left for the season to end to give me the happy ending? Like why?
That's why you want because it is that's the slowest of burns.
I don't even mind
like
a slow burn.
Yes.
No, I don't mind a slow burn, but me waiting 10 episodes before they hold hands, cool. I can deal. But if it's 3 minutes left for I keep checking. I'm like, is it really 3 minutes left? And like a proposal is supposed to happen. You're telling me in 3 minutes I'm supposed to endure a proposal, a possible marriage, and a love story, and an ending credits? No, I can't do that. So that's the only thing I hate so far. But other than that, I've been like, I told Carol yesterday, I'm like, when I'm watching, when I stop and I come to my living room, I'm like, wait, did I just leave Seoul? I thought I was in Korea this whole time. I legitimately be thinking I'm in the show with them. I love it.
So the audience wants Bachi to play a song so we can wrap this up.
Bachi, play a song. Let's go.
Which one? But I will say this. I've been a sucker of like the those vertical shorts or whatever vertical.
Oh yeah, we talk about that all the time in our group chat.
My word, there are certain ones that are like my favorite actors now that I really, 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 really like.
No, seriously, though. Somebody said, do you know you have 30 minutes? Honestly, that's what I'd be wanting to ask the K-drama people. Do you know it's 3 minutes before this whole show ends? Hurry up. Yeah, and I watched Dynamite Kiss, guys. People are telling me to watch Eternal Sunshine, but I watched Dynamite Kiss yesterday. I finished it yesterday. It's amazing. But yeah, that's where I've been at lately.
Sparkling Through just said that On the Other End of the Line is on Prime Video. So if you guys have...
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's up there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to play Truth or Dare. I'm requesting to share, and we can close it out.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay.
The games your fans are playing is a dangerous one. These 9 women, well, at least the other 8 don't even want to be on their list. Your fans are reaching so hard, cause you told them there would be others. It's 2026, it's a new year, truth or dare, you choose dare. I dare you to tell the truth, yeah. You have this evidence to work with than 1 year ago. Context hasn't been your friend, I'm sure you weren't happy. You were probably mad, it happens when you're told no. When you're used to getting what you want. It's 2026, it's a new year, truth or dare, you choose dare. I dare you to tell the truth. I dare you to tell the truth. I dare you to tell the truth. They told us you're keeping everything for the trial. Whatever helps them sleep at night, I guess. 2026, it's a new year, truth or dare, you choose dare. I dare you to tell the truth. 2026, I dare you to tell the truth. 2026, it's a new year, truth or dare, you choose dare. I dare you to tell the truth. I dare you to tell the truth. Yeah. Did you know August 8th was a Thursday? Yay. At least back in 2024, that's an undisputed fact. That's one thing you got right. You got one thing right. It's 2026. It's a new year, truth or dare, you choose dare. I dare you to tell the truth. I dare you to tell the truth. 2026. It's a new year, truth or dare, you choose dare. I dare you to tell the truth. Since a new year, truth or dare, you choose dare. I dare you to tell the truth. Bye.
That's it. Good night, y'all. Have a good one. But
Night.
bye.
Bye.
We didn't get it to do it.